You ready for this?
I'm always ready.
You born ready?
Yes.
That's Kurt Russell said that, right? In
Sure did.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah.
I was born ready. God, it's a good movie. If you haven't seen it, kids, check it out. Classic film. I can't even tell you what the plot's about because it's insanity.
Doesn't matter.
It's amazing. Now, we're talking about flame tops and our trophy wives that we all covet and want. Derek and I, we were all just laughing. And he was like, are flame tops the trophy wives of the guitar world? And I'm like,
Kind of are.
but I was like, yeah, but there's a lot of things that are the trophy wives of the guitar. We can get into that too, but like flame tops are in particular, like it's a thing that the flamier it gets, the more you want it in some ways. You know, it's like I can show this to my friends and I can take this to church. I can take this to the gig. Look at my guitar, because people that don't play guitar will see that. Like, that's the most...
That's amazing.
Beautiful thing I've ever seen. Why would I want to have a black Stratocaster ever?
Or one of those ugly yellow tellies. Ew.
Oh, yeah, butterscotch blonde. Oh my God, so boring. What is that, like a plank of wood with some like leftover paint from your primer? God, it's weird. That is kind of depressing saying if you think about it. But no, it became a race to who has more flame, and then other things too. But it's funny because it's not even like, it doesn't even have to be like the real flame.
Photo flame is a thing.
Photo flame sometimes. Like
the veneer, the flame veneer thing, yeah.
The veneers and the photos and like just like, it's really a sticker.
Bam!
On top of there, like, man, that is beautiful.
Yeah,
that's
it is.
good. And it is pretty because it's cheap too. And you can get that look for, you can spend.
So if you just want that flame, I mean, it begs an interesting question. If you just want the flame, if you just want that look, does it matter?
I'd say no, just get it. Like it's like when you go to Lumber Liquidators for your flooring, do you want the solid wood floors or do you want to have just that look? I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the way a hardwood floor feels. I can tell the difference. And it's not about, well, when I refinish it or something, I hope I don't have to refinish it ever and it will outlive my life cycle.
Here's hoping.
That's what floors get old and beat up.
Yes.
Guitars get old and beat up. We get old and beat up.
Yeah.
But so it just depends like obviously what you can spend.
Right.
What's the impression you want to make? It doesn't, if you just want that wow factor, go get one of those. They're awesome looking. They're killer. But you look at PRS I was getting into, it's like if you're getting into a core piece, you're starting at like $3,800. Going anywhere from like, $45, jump up to artist pack over $5,000. Then get to private stock, getting it like $12,000 is your median. It's 10 to 15K range. It's definitely not a photo flame. It's probably the prettiest woods out there, and they're amazing.
Trophy wife material right there.
But let's talk about relics.
Ouch.
Stab deep into your heart too.
Ouch! You hit me where it hurts.
I know, right? That's a trophy too. It's the same idea because like everybody wants that vintage looking Strat. None of us can afford that. No. I can't. I mean, I have like 12 64s in the closet, but that's just how I roll.
We take them all out once a week and play them. No big deal.
It's what we do. We're fancy that way. But no, it's like the relics and like that's a whole different trophy wife in its own way too. And
it is.
And I'm guilty of both. I love all these things. I like them all, and it's like, and I consider my wife to be very attractive, and she's much prettier than I deserve, and I show her off to the town like this is who chose to be with me. Out of no good deed goes unpunished type thing is what I was thinking. I don't even know how that works. But
I mean, so they both have that wow factor in very different ways, but both you could fall into that. Here's my sort of trophy wife guitar.
Yes. So, but aren't all guitars that in a certain way?
They kind of are.
It's
right?
like because otherwise they would all be the same color, the same shape, with different electronics and different neck carves to suit your playing and your sound.
It's almost like there's a guitar out there for everyone, just like a partner.
That's actually really sweet.
Like a soulmate.
Or you're like me and you want to have lots of different guitars.
You're a horrible person.
And I'm going to leave it like that. But no, it's I don't want to get any more trouble. Thank God my wife doesn't watch any of these videos. I'm pretty good. I mean, our wife, they're bored at like 30-second in. They're like, okay,
it's true.
I'm going to say something offensive towards.
I feel like it's only these videos they manage to watch. Somehow they know.
Yeah, they do find
I should watch this one.
Because their friends might tell them or something. My wife doesn't have friends.
I was going to say they don't have friends.
I kept her away from it. No, it is fun. Like what else on like the guitar? Like the brand of the guitar is a trophy sometimes.
Gotta say Gibson, gotta say Fender.
Or like I remember because we deal in like really high end guitars and stuff. Like just the idea of owning a Taylor, a GS Mini, a 100 series, like that is a that is a status point. Like you've gotten your Taylor. It's a big deal. Like
I can remember when a Taylor was that way for me. I can remember like early 2000s when I just thought a Taylor was like
it is still. You know,
it is.
Like that's the
and
funny
we get
part.
numb to it. You know what I mean? Because we're in it all the time. But
it's still funny. Like I still grab at least once a day. I'm playing a GS Mini. Like a guitar is so good, it makes me mad.
It's very good.
And like I love the whole line of every little bit of them, but that one just makes so much sense. Like it's GS Mini Mahogany, GS Mini Koa.
Can't really go wrong.
And like they're so dumb and so good and so much fun to play.
Yeah. There you go.
So did you watch the Academy Awards last night?
Every second.
Okay, so this is a small fact about me. If any of you've never watched the channel before, but like I'm quite the cinephile, I guess, or I love movies.
He does love
I watch
movies.
the Academy Awards every year. I used to do it like with little parties with like my like lame friends that would do it, and we'd like bet. It's like the when people do the final, the whatever that sports thing is called with the basketballs that go through hoops. You know, like you have brackets. Like you do it for the same thing, and so there's a lot of like trophy experiences there too. But I just want to talk about Academy Awards, just a sublet into that. So it's 3.5 hours. I'm just gonna spare. I love the Academy Awards in general, but like I'm gonna spare any of you. Like if you recorded it, just don't watch it. It was something special. I don't know. It started off kind of good. I was like, this is cool. Soderbergh's doing it. It's different. I get why he's doing it this way. They're all there. They've been vaccinated, so they can be without their masks. Like a couple people are wearing masks because they're like just show that fringe crazy side of like even though we're all vaccinated and been tested 38 times, I'm still wearing my mask because I'm making a statement. Cool, whatever. I like the statements they make because that's all. But man, it's like I watch lots of weird movies, lots of sort of avant-garde and auteur films, and I hadn't seen probably 80% of these movies.
Which is saying something.
Which is like
if you have not seen these movies, like no one has seen these movies.
I mean, I heard of them, but like I was like, oh, it's like that's not. And I think somewhere along the way, like they've forgotten that the Academy Awards should be entertainment too. It's a TV show. It's televised for people to watch, and they sell advertising between them. You should keep us watching it. You need to make it entertaining. Like, and if every speech becomes like a social battle. I mean, the best was the guy that won, the Mads Mikkelsen one, the Danish film. That guy, heartbreaking speech. You know, his daughter was killed a couple months before shootings began. Like somebody was texting and crashed in their car and killed his daughter. She was going to be in the film. But I'm a huge Mads Mikkelsen fan. If you haven't seen any of his movies, they're all great. He hasn't made a bad movie. Right. The Hunt is one of the most like upsetting, depressing, wonderful films, and just like so real. His acting is. He can play like, you know, a French knight in a depressing film to like, you know, a school teacher to a hitman and Polar, I think was a Netflix film or something. That was okay. But it was still, Mads is great. And but this speech the director gave, wonderful. That's what the Academy Awards is about. Like you get a little heart tug. Then he talked about, you know, my film is about 4 guys that just drink too much, having fun. I'm up here against like, you know, everybody else is about social change. I feel kind of out of place, but thank you. And then thank you for my daughter. And I was like, man, it was funny and it was touching, and that's what I love.
That's cool.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore right now. Trophy wives.
Me neither.
But then Brad Pitt came on. I had to wait to see Brad Pitt. That's the ultimate trophy wife, because that dude is like, but he's gorgeous, amazing, cool. He presented, I think, best actress or best supporting actress. Best supporting actress. It won for a film I haven't seen yet, but I had heard of it. Looks great, but I mean, who doesn't want Brad Pitt on their arm as their trophy wife? Ladies.
Could he be a cyborg?
Gosh, like him and Jean-Claude Van Damme might be cyborgs. I never thought about this. He wasn't even in that. That was Dolph Lundgren, I think.
It's true. Doesn't matter.
See, I like fancy films, and I still like the trash. I'm down there with you. I've seen all the Fast and Furious. I get you, baby. I'm with like I get so mad that John Wick is not nominated for Best Picture and stuff like. Or I can't wait to see Nobody. Like Derek just saw it over the weekend, paid $20 to watch it with his
we're
wife.
gonna see it this week. I got to watch Mortal Kombat, the rest of it, and
Godzilla.
Nobody and Godzilla. Godzilla is down past those, and it's fine.
But so this was a nice long rant about things that we're not talking about. But I felt like as the Academy Awards just happened, I needed to talk about it. Spare yourself your TiVo time. Is TiVo still?
He was very passionate about this when I got here this morning.
I know,
that was the first thing I heard.
We're talking about the Academy Awards.
I wasn't even in the door good. I was still spilling my coffee on myself.
Jonathan, did you watch the Academy Awards?
What? Why are you talking? It's so early.
My wife is like, I'm out. She pulled the ripcord like 30 minutes in. I was like, I understand. I have to stick though. So I went down and played guitar for a minute as it recorded, so I could fast forward some of the commercials to get through a bit of it. Just and did some guitar stuff But yeah, it was a tough one. And then the end of it, just like stick the ending. That's all that matters. And they blew the ending. That was horrible. It was a horror show.
Ouch.
I mean, Questlove DJ'd it though. That was pretty funny.
Well, that's kind of cool.
I mean, that was cool. And they had like an improv where Glenn Close. I'm sorry, I was going to say Glenn Close did Debut, which was a horror show. It was obviously not impromptu. They acted like it was impromptu. This was staged. There's no way this was just like, oh, it just happened. It was not good. That was a terrifying moment. Terrifying moment. This is a terrifying moment every day. I live with this, but that was horrifying.
That was horrifying.
Come on.
True terror.
So yeah. So what do you guys think about trophy wives?
Trophy wives in the Academy.
The Academy.
The red carpet.
Let's bring it back. I want you guys to put in your votes for your Academy Award nominations. Like, and they can be like Braveheart won, and Braveheart's action. It's exciting. Saving Private Ryan. Like, these are great movies. And it wasn't just because COVID was out and there was no movies that nobody wanted to go see. Like, there's great movies. I'm watching them on HBO every week. Some of them aren't Academy Award worthy, but there's great films coming out on Netflix.
Fun.
And some were nominated last year too. These are some amazing movies. There should be stuff that the audiences want to see. Kind of like your guitars. And that's why we have them be pretty.
That's right.
It is. Like, I like a beat up, chewed and gnarled guitar, and I like a beautiful PRS. I like a gorgeous Loudon that looks pristine. I like a Loudon that's been beat to hell too. I had one and I sold it like an idiot. I don't know why I didn't keep that.
I can't believe you didn't keep that guitar.
Well, because I just wasn't thinking.
I know.
That was a cool cutaway. It was like an F.
I really.
Yeah, you remember that?
I do remember that.
I just forgot about it. It was part of this. I had to sell it so I could rationalize keeping another one.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Anyway,
like, if you had that guitar now, you would totally. There'd be no question.
I beat the piss out of it. It would, because it already had like chunks and things. That's what when you see the lounge with the guys that do all the cool tapping things, like little, like angry, like, you know, gnomes from like a mythical world. That I don't know. I just love that. Yeah, but that's the joy of guitar. So we kind of like brought you in talking about like is like the flame top. They're all the trophy wives,
and that's okay. That's part of the thing, right? That's not like being a poser or being, you know. I mean, that's just the fun. Look at my cool guitar.
How many Strats do I have? I have a lot of Strats. I have a lot of tele. Like, they're all different to me.
Yeah,
to the non-guitar person, they're probably, why do you have the same shaped guitar? In triplicate, in quadruplicate,
because
in quintuplicate.
I need them.
I do need them. They make me a better person.
It's true.
Pausing for a dramatic pause there. I love pausing for dramatic effect. I mean, that's it. Enjoy the guitar you have. Love it. If it costs $300, if it costs $30,000, man, it's like, what a trophy. And like, you know, half the time, it's a trophy I just enjoy by myself.
And if you want the ultimate trophy, extra super flamey, heavy relic.
That is really cool. When you get like a quadruple flame neck, that's like a heavy relic guitar.
I'm talking about the whole guitar.
Yeah, it's just insanity though. I can't
do it.
If I can
do it.
Don't do that.
Do it.
Really put you back there.
All right. Hit like and subscribe. Click the bell. Don't miss videos in the future. Lots of fun ones coming out almost every day.
Every day.
Somehow you guys still watch all of them. We appreciate it greatly. Thank you so much. We will see you next time.